Here we go now.
Well, I have a microphone and you don't.
So you will listen to every damn word I have to say!
That's right, I do have a microphone this time, and this time it is all mine. I am TV's Rob. You may know me from such shows as Pat Gray Unleashed if you're a Pat head, or if you're a regular radio listener, you may remember one Michael Savage used to produce his show. Either way, he used to work on a bunch of big profile radio shows and still do in some sort of capacity. I'm TV's Rob, and this is the premiere episode of TV's Rob is Unwoke, the show where basically I'm going to talk about stuff that's going on in the news and find things that are more interesting than what's actually going on in the news. Because if you paid attention to the stuff that's going on in the news, you would go crazy. In fact, I know you're going crazy. It drives me crazy. I have to be plugged into this stuff all the time. So this is a show where I'm going to be basically just talking shit, not backing down. It's going to be triggering. It's going to piss people off probably, which, you know, that's fine. I don't care. Bring it. You can @ me on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter if you want, @ TV's Rob _official. I know the underscore thing is stupid. @ TV's Rob _official. I know. So, well, let's get to it. As you know, the left, the Democrats, the socialists, the liberals, however you want to spin them, and of course their media friends, you know, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, CBS, NBC, ABC, you know, all of those letters, they are all declaring war.
I am declaring war. I can see that got your attention.
Thank you, Renham from the IT crowd. Yes, they are declaring war. These are the things that they are declaring war on. Police all across the country. They've declared a war against the military to push change within the military justice system. They've declared war on menthol cigarettes and cigars. Yeah, let's think about that. As if those are the only things that black people smoke. This is the stupidest thing I think that they're actually declaring a war against. Menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars. Now, of course, the Biden administration announced their intention to ban them on Thursday, saying, and this is from the Acting Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Janet Woodcock. Dr. Janet Woodcock. Think about that. Just let that name settle in for a second there. Woodcock. Okay. Well, Dr. Woodcock said banning menthol, the last allowable flavor in cigarettes, and banning all flavors in cigars will help save lives, particularly among those disproportionately affected by these deadly products. In other words, black people. With these actions, the FDA will help significantly reduce youth initiation, increase the chances of smoking cessation among current smokers, and address health disparities experienced by communities of color, low-income populations, and LGBTQ plus individuals, all of whom are far more likely to use these tobacco products. She also expressed the hope and belief that these bans would launch us on a trajectory towards ending tobacco-related disease and death in the United States. Okay, let's think about this. Menthol cigarettes. Okay. Why? Seriously, why?
Why do black people love menthol so much?
I don't know.
That is correct. Nobody knows.
Because that's what Newports are?
That is correct.
Is it a fact that they like menthol cigarettes? I'm not even sure. I don't know. The great
That
taste?
is correct. No one knows.
Because black people smoke them? Low-income populations? Have you tried to buy a pack of cigarettes? Have you looked at the prices? They're expensive. So this low-income population thing, I don't see that argument as being legitimate at all. Of course, I don't see any of these arguments being legitimate at all, but let's just stick with this. LGBTQ plus individuals. I think she's missing a few letters. I'm pretty sure she is. LGBTQIA2+. See, yeah, definitely missing a lot of letters there. All of whom are far more likely to use these tobacco products. Well, guess what? When it comes to cigarettes, alcohol, even marijuana, drugs, whatever, if you have a vice, you're going to figure out a way to satisfy it. That's all there is to it. Gambling, porn. I mean, if you've got a vice, you're going to figure out a way to get around it. So I don't understand the purpose of this ban other than trying to drive businesses even further under. All right. Let's face facts. That's what it is. It's not really to help anybody. It's to ruin more businesses. I guess next they'll be saying, oh, we're going to ban all flavored vapes, which if you do that, we're going to have some issues. All right. Just going to throw that out there. So what else is the left declaring war on? Well, they're declaring war on the education system, early indoctrination of children. You heard about the plan to give us 4 more years of public education like we really frickin' need it. Free child care, college, all for free. But we all know that the free comes with a price tag. And while the students may not be paying that price tag, we all know who is. It's hardworking people. It's hardworking people who have already paid their debts, paid off student debts from college, or are in the process of paying off their student debts. Whatever it is, it's hardworking people that are going to be paying for this crap. How are we supposed to do that with the debt already where it is? But I digress. They're declaring war on the election process. We've already seen that with several states and the backlash that they faced. Georgia, just going to throw that out there. They're declaring war on the judicial system, revamping the Supreme Court because, Trump was able to put his people on there, and now it leans a little bit to the right. Oh, we can't have that. No, we can't have that. We need 5 more RBGs. Okay, that's what they really want. They want to figure out a way to clone Ruth Bader Ginsburg and stick all of her clones on the Supreme Court. You think I'm joking? That's probably what they actually like to do. They're also declaring war on taking freedoms from citizens in the guise of protecting them, mask mandates and everything that we've been dealing with for the past year plus with COVID-19. COVID vaccines, yeah, they're going to try to make those mandatory because they've been trying to shove them down everybody. Actually, I shouldn't say shove them down everybody's throat. They've been trying to shoot them into everybody's arm this entire time.
Got myself stuck in the arm just to keep us all from harm. Get yourself stuck in the arm, then go get some chicken parm. Pfizer, polarizer, Pfizer, don't you die, sir. Got myself some Taco Bell. Republicans all go to hell.
The Connecticut governor has also signed a bill that ends the state's religious exemption for mandatory school vaccinations. So let's put that all together. Yeah, they're going to try to mandate this crap. COVID passports. Yeah, they're probably coming. Yeah, that's probably, we're going to be there. That's all there is to it. All right, well, we've got the stuff that the left is declaring war on, and it's a lot. There's a lot of things that Joe Biden and his Democrat ilk want to take away from us or force us to do. Those are the things that they're trying to declare war on. So what do we do? Oh, well, Republican leaders just bitch and moan and complain about it and not actually do anything. Who knows? Maybe the rest of us can figure out what it is that we can and should do about these things, because we all know that the Republican leaders aren't going to do a damn thing about it. Have you ever wanted to learn the proper technique for snorting a line of blow off of a hooker's ass or off of a hooker's tits, all while drinking at the same time? Well, there's a guy who could probably help you with that, and he is going to be a guest speaker at Tulane University. That's right, Hunter Biden, the walking shit show trash can of a human being himself, has nabbed a public speaking gig at Tulane University to talk with students about fake news for a course called Media Polarization and Public Policy Impacts. Yeah. Let's think about that one. The 51-year-old son of President Biden will join the class to discuss the current state of the media landscape in the United States and how media polarization, fake news, and the economics of the new business impact public policymaking in Washington, D.C. He's going to be one of 10 guest speakers invited by the New Orleans University during the 10-week course. Other speakers include Dr. Deborah Birx, New York Times columnist Bret Stephens, and Fox News political analyst Juan Williams. Can you think of a less qualified person to discuss fake news and media polarization and public policy impacts than Hunter frickin' Biden? I mean, this walking shit show of a human being has absolutely zero business being invited to do this. And, you know, everybody probably thought, oh, man, Hunter Biden, you know, this is just another way for him to make some money. Well, au contraire. According to the Tulane News Statements and Information section of their website, the online course titled Media Polarization and Public Policy Impacts is new for fall 2021 and will be co-taught by Andrew Schwartz, who is the Chief Communications Officer for the Center for Strategic and International Studies, a bipartisan think tank. The course will include several unpaid, high-profile guest speakers from across the political and policy spectrum. Hunter Biden will be participating as a guest speaker, not a guest teacher or lecturer. So, according to this, he will not be paid for his appearance. Now, I wonder, will he actually show up for this? Will he actually show up for the online course to do his little speech, knowing that he's not going to be paid? Because, honestly, he probably needs more money for his Coke dealer at this point. And if you show up to your dealer without money, they ain't going to give you the product. So he's going to have to figure out a way somehow to get paid out of this. And I'm pretty sure that he will. And another douchebaggery human shit show news, we have LeBron James. That's right. The King. King James. Stupidest freaking name ever. So the Cincinnati bar owner who was saying that he was no longer going to show NBA games in his bar until LeBron James is expelled from the league is actually thriving after making that decision, saying he's never been busier. Of course, LeBron had to call this guy out on Twitter saying, "Aw, damn, I was headed there to watch our game tonight and have a drink." Well, yeah, whatever, LeBron. Just stupid. So Jay Linneman, the owner of Lenny's Pub in Cincinnati, decided to boycott NBA games after James tweeted a pic of a police officer present at the Ma'Khia Bryant shooting with a caption that read, "You're next. #accountability. If anyone wants to watch an NBA game, don't come to Lenny's Pub," Linneman said. "We will not air them until LeBron James has been expelled from the NBA. They just need to play the game, and that's it," he said. "Their opinion doesn't really matter. They're using their position to push their opinions, and that's just not right." And of course, upon hearing the bar owner's decision, that's when LeBron decided to tweet at him saying, "Oh, damn, I was headed there." However, James' snarky response may have actually fueled a surge in business. A gas station sign on Westbourne Road near Cincinnati's west side, within a couple of miles of the pub in Delhi Township, put up a sign below the price of gasoline saying, "Hey, LeBron, the west side thanks you. Lenny's has never been busier." However, despite the flood of support Linneman has received for him, it's all about supporting law enforcement, saying, "I hope people channel the support to law enforcement and not necessarily to Lenny's Pub." See, that's a guy standing up for what he believes, taking a stance, taking some action, and actually seeing some response to it. Now, this is one isolated incident, but hey, maybe if more people get on board and start doing this type of thing, maybe we can actually see some progress. It's going to be up to private citizens and business owners to make these decisions to actually change the way that society and culture is flowing. It's not going to be up to the people up in Washington. That ship has sailed a long time ago. So I support Lenny's Pub. I support this guy, Jay Linneman, for doing what he's doing. Keep it up, my man. Keep it up. You know, one point that Linneman made was that their opinion doesn't really matter. They're using their position to push their opinions, and that's just not right. It's really interesting that he says that, and that ties into the next thing. Alyssa Milano. Oh my God. This woman. Before I get into the story, I have to give a hat tip to Tyler Morgan at I got to give a hat tip to Tyler Morgan at Relentless Daring Podcast. He tweeted out this thing where Alyssa Milano got called out by somebody on TikTok. And the biggest problem I had with the video wasn't what the person was saying in response to something that Alyssa Milano said, because we all know Alyssa Milano's a dumbass anyways. The problem that I had was with her podcast setup. You're a frickin' Hollywood actress, and she had a shotgun mic that you would strap to the top of a camera, strapped with like a rubber band or something to a microphone arm. Girl, I know you could do better than that. And in fact, doing some digging, because I told myself there's no way that this is how she actually podcasts. There's no way that even the dumbest of dumb can figure out how to do this better than her. So I went and did some digging to find, let's see if I can find something about her podcast and see if there's some pictures and stuff. After a little bit of digging, found something on Forbes, and it's a picture of her getting ready for a political event over Zoom. And off to the side, there is an actual professional grade microphone on a mic arm. And she's got a little ring light. And here's the thing. She's about to go on Zoom, and she's wearing those stupid AirPods. What in the hell? God, she's so stupid. And of course, the picture that I'm looking at, she's actually sitting there. She has a mask on one end of the table, showing off that, hey, I got a mask. And over to the side is a Dr. Anthony Fauci pillow. I think she may have gotten that from David Hogg's company. I'm not sure. But, oh, wait. That's the company that never actually made a pillow. Damn. So Alyssa Milano, in all of her great wisdom, she's calling out other celebrities who don't use their large followings and platforms to further social change out of, quote, fear of negatively impacting their careers. The actress said as much during an interview with The Bump. Don't ask me. I don't know what The Bump is. But now that I'm mentioning it, now I have to look. Okay, let's see. The Bump. A thing for pregnant women? Okay. That's ironic to say the least. Either way, she said during an interview with The Bump, she certainly feels she has a critical role to play due to her celebrity status and often brash approach to internet activism. I tell you, it makes me so frustrated to see celebrities who have huge platforms staying away from work like this out of fear of a negative career impact. We've been so lucky to have the attention of people around the world who probably don't pay as close attention to government or politics. It's our responsibility to our fans to help keep them safe, to fight against the horrible lies and the politicalization of science and medicine. Really, bitch? Really? It's your responsibility to help keep your fans safe? Who the fuck do you think you are? Seriously, you're an actress, okay? You're an actress. You play pretend for a life. You dress up, you get hair and makeup done, and you go in front of cameras and you act. Not very well either. Milano pressed that celebrities are so powerful now, they can help end the pandemic. And that what the world needs in order to combat the coronavirus is a diverse set of tools to help slow the spread of COVID-19, including diagnostics and treatments, as well as a continuance of preventative measures such as hand washing, physical distancing, and mask wearing. Seriously? So you're just going to become a mouthpiece for Fauci and a mouthpiece for the CDC that gets everything wrong? Are you kidding me? Come on. This woman, she needs to stop. Seriously, stop. Of course, she had to double down. The UNICEF ambassador, we all love UNICEF, don't we? Ha ha ha. Saying that celebs really don't deserve their platforms if they don't plan to utilize them. Why, if you're a celebrity and you have a platform, why do you have to use it to invoke some sort of change or become an activist? Can't you just use your Twitter handle to tweet out animal videos all day? Or post up pictures of cats or food, something? Why do you need to have that sort of mentality towards your Twitter, your platform, whatever you use? That's the most ridiculous thing in the world. And honestly, celebrities have gotten to the point now where the regular people, us common folk, we don't give a damn what they actually have to say about anything because we've got other things to worry about. I mean, just look at the most recent Oscars ratings, the lowest ever. Gee, tells you. So, Alyssa, you really think that that's what celebrities should be doing, telling us what we should be doing all the time? Because I think the people are really kind of rising up and saying, fuck you. She goes on to say, we can reach people in ways that Dr. Fauci maybe can't, as if Dr. Fauci is the one and only. Oh my God. Shall we go through this man's track record? I don't think we need to, but hey, I think we all know. And counteract some of the harm that bad leaders, Trump, have done in spreading misinformation about the disease, the treatments, the preventative measures, and what we need to do to take care of one another, she said. If we don't use our platforms for that, no matter how big or small, we don't deserve them. Well, guess what? You don't deserve any of your platforms. So thanks, Alyssa Milano. We didn't ask for your opinion. In fact, there's a lot of things that we actually don't ask for. And in this week's installment of Things That We Didn't Ask For, Tiffany & Co., you know, the fancy jeweler, is selling men's engagement rings for the first time. That's right, Tiffany & Co. is selling men's engagement rings for the first time. First and foremost, if you're a woman and you have to propose to a guy, and you get him an engagement ring, you probably shouldn't be with that guy. You're marrying a chick. Okay? Now, of course, Anderson Cooper is probably thinking, dang it, I got married before this became a thing. Oh, darn, I missed out on having a lovely Tiffany & Co. engagement ring. That's right. The story from CNBC starts off, this is hilarious. He said, yes. Tiffany & Co. announced Friday the debut of its first ever men's engagement ring, as it looks to tap into a new market for its high-end jewelry amid a rise in same-sex marriages globally and gender-fluid fashion trends. The retailer, now owned by the luxury products group LVMH, has named the new line after the company's founder, Charles Louis Tiffany. The rings feature round, brilliant, and emerald-cut diamonds that measure up to 5 carats. Tiffany said its aspiration for the men's engagement line was to offer products in support of love and inclusivity while paving the way for new traditions to celebrate our unique love stories and honor our most cherished commitments to one another. Okay, really? We need men's engagement rings now? And looking at these, I don't understand it. I mean, okay, I'm a married guy, okay? I'm married. A lot of people are married. Guys, let me ask you about your wedding band. Is it just a regular solid wedding band? Either solid gold, white gold, platinum, tungsten, whatever metal. Mine is a tungsten carbide, and it has, some little black diamonds strewn about, little groups of 3, 9 total. Little black diamonds inside the band, but it's all still very low profile, sits real close to the finger. And of course, it's heavy because it's tungsten. A men's engagement ring would be terrible for most guys because they would just be banging them around everywhere and eventually they would get screwed up. But hey, whatever. I guess the people that would be buying these and the people who would be wearing these don't have to worry about hitting their hands on anything, doing any hard work. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. So ladies, let me ask you. If you're single and you're with a guy or, you're dating, would you consider proposing to your man in such a way? Really, honestly, I'm asking the question, and what I want you to do is go to anchor.fm/TV's Rob is Unwoke and leave a voice message and let me know if you would get an engagement ring for your guy, or if you would wait until he decides to propose, and if it doesn't look like he's going to, you would probably leave his ass. Let me know, okay? Leave a message, anchor.fm/TV's Rob is Unwoke. Another thing we didn't ask for, a Night Court reboot. I know, a Night Court reboot. Anybody who knows the original show probably didn't ask for this type of reboot. But hey, it's going to star Melissa Rauch from The Big Bang Theory, who played Bernadette. And it's also going to have John Larroquette reprising his role as Dan. So hey, why not? The new multi-camera Night Court centers on the unapologetic optimist Judge Abby Stone, daughter of the late Harry Stone, who follows in her father's footsteps as she presides over the night shift of a Manhattan arraignment court and tries to bring order to its crew of oddballs and cynics, most notably former Night Court prosecutor Dan Fielding. The original Night Court, which aired on NBC for 9 seasons from 1984 to 1992 and earned 3 Outstanding Comedy Series Emmy nominations, followed the proceedings during the night shift of Judge Harry Stone. Played by Harry Anderson, who died in 2018 at age 65, Abby is a newly created character who was not part of the original show. So, is anybody really interested in this? Show of hands. If you are interested, hey, do what I said for the women with the engagement rings. Go to anchor.fm/TV's Rob is Unwoke and leave a message. Tell me if you'd really want to watch this, okay? And last but not least, we're going to dive into what I'm calling the Pussies of the Week. And this week, the Pussies of the Week would be the cast of Saturday Night Live. Why would I be calling them pussies? Well, it's been said that Saturday Night Live cast members will not be forced to appear alongside billionaire Elon Musk when he hosts the show next Saturday night, May the 8th. Speaking historically, if a cast member has been that unhappy, they don't have to do it, a source told the New York Post. Lorne Michaels won't ever make them do anything they don't want to do. They're calling him controversial. Okay, whatever. God. We don't like you, Elon. We're not going to appear in skits with you. We're not going to take photos with you because we're uncomfortable. You're controversial. So basically, they don't want to do the show with him on it because they're weak. They can't stand that somebody disagrees with him. He's controversial. Oh my God. Okay, for the people that don't want to appear with them, here's an idea. Don't be on that show and don't get paid for that episode. Simple as that. But at the same time, you're supposed to be comedians. You're supposed to be professionals. Show up, do the job, do the work, collect your paycheck, and shut the fuck up. Okay? Just shut up, do your job. Simple as that. Who cares if it's Elon Musk? You know who should really host SNL? The next guy that they should have host SNL that would really piss these people off? Alex Jones, okay? Who wouldn't want to have Alex Jones on there talking about turning the frickin' frogs gay? I'm just going to leave it at that. Well, hey, that's going to do it for this premiere episode of TV's Rob is Unwoke. That's right. We finally made it through. If you want to get in on the action and make your mark on the show, go to anchor.fm/TV's Rob is Unwoke and leave a voice message. I'll play a selection of messages in future episodes. Also, if you want to come on the show and talk about something that's really pissing you off, send me a message on Twitter at TV's Rob _official. That's right, TV's Rob _official. We'll discuss whatever is on your mind. Special thanks to my wife /producer Nikki. You can follow her on Twitter at DFW Radio Girly. That's girly spelled GIRLIE. You should really follow her. Think about it. She has to put up with me on a daily basis. That's going to do it. I'm TV's Rob. On behalf of Ryoga the Derpy Cat that's been meowing off and on throughout the entire episode, we'll catch you next time.
Thank you.